welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of January 7th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing about parenting details big and small. My topic of obsession right now at the moment as we start a new year is finding a way to organize myself. Well, I'm always looking for a way to organize myself, and I'm constantly finding new software apps to use for 5 days and then abandon. But, at the beginning of the year, I'm always thinking if I could find a planner, that's what I need. I need a paper planner. I need something to put on my desk that I could write things into. And I have found that if you look at one planner online, Facebook will serve you a constant stream of different kinds of planners. My newsfeed is completely full of planners. Every couple of posts by my friends, there's 3 things of planners. And they're all these fancy things, you've got places to put all your goals. So you got your daily goals, your weekly goals, your monthly goals, your yearly goals. You can order your goals. You can, assess your progress to your goals on a daily, hourly, minutely basis. They've got all this stuff. And that sounds like a lot of pressure, and I don't really work in goals. There's like ways to prioritize what are the 5 things you want to do today? And then you put, it's like, I don't really do things that way. So I got to thinking if I could design my own planner, for a parent of young adults, for a freelance writer, for somebody who obsesses about things once a week on podcasts, what would I like to have in my planner? And some things I've thought of, and let's see what you guys think of too. A place to sort of triage all the emergencies, where you write down all the things that you have to do immediately and figure out which one is the immediately-est. I would like a place to write down all my grievances. Every time somebody ticks me off, I make a list.
Not just for Festivus anymore.
Exactly. Yes. Bring it through the entire year so that then later on when somebody crosses me, I can say, on this date at this time, you did this thing. It's good to keep track of this stuff, don't you think? Maybe a list for all my neuroses would be helpful. And, maybe a place to write down, as we were talking about parenting books earlier, all the parenting books you want to try or that you looked through the pages on Amazon and picked out a few things that were interesting to you. You could write those down, all your insights about parenting that you want to share with people in blog posts. I don't know, go ahead. What sorts of things would you guys like to see in a planner?
Well, I'm thinking all your health anxieties that you have
absolutely.
any given day.
Yes. You should be able to catalog every little... I had a weird bite on my arm the other day, and it stuck around for 2 days, and it changed, and now it's almost gone. I'm going to forget about that, and 3 months from now, when somebody asks me, I'm not going to remember.
I know.
Why?
Forget these things. They're your symptoms.
Yes, I wanted to blame every tantrum I threw for 3 days on the bite. It must have been the bug that bit me. It's making me behave this way.
It was a radioactive spider.
That's right. Some sort of toxin in my system, children. It's not just that I'm a bad mother.
Beware.
Yes, definitely medical things. What else would you guys like to be able to catalog obsessively in something that has dates and times on it?
I should be writing down the number of volunteer hours I put in.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
that I can
Catherine, that would be
get
perfect.
a gold star for it all at the end.
Yes, that would be excellent.
That would be so good.
Yes.
I mean, I have so many different systems, and I really should find a way to integrate them because, I have the wall calendar that goes on the fridge that apparently I'm the only one who uses, but I still use it. But then that means I don't have it with me when I'm not at home. And it means I have to hand write, the entire hockey schedule and all that stuff onto it.
Yeah.
Like if it was electronic, I could probably download it somehow.
Yeah.
And then I have my sort of workish one, which is like deadlines and to-dos. And I put them on a square of a calendar and then at the end of the day, I either cross it out, or no, not the end of the day. It's the second I do it, I cross it out. Or I move it, do another day if I didn't do it on the day I originally wrote it down. And then my third method is like emails in my inbox. If it prompts me to do something like make an appointment or reply with some information or whatever, then it has to stay in my inbox until that's done. And so those are all like...
It's already making me exhausted, Catherine.
These are all the different things that I do, and I should find a way to consolidate all that stuff.
I used to use Trello for that, of being able to just like push an item from one day to the next, to the next, to the next. It slides over nicely. But lately I have a little to-do checkbox thingy that lives in my toolbar, and I can just click on it to cross stuff off. So that's been nice. But something is telling me I just want to buy an item to have on my desk to write stuff down on and gather dust eventually, because of course now a lot of these places allow you to like download some PDFs of their pages to try it out. Which is good, but it's like nothing's just, there was one that looked good, but it's just like there's so many things. There's like 10 different things to fill out every day. What are you happy about right now? What are you sad about? What are you grateful for? What do you wish you could have right now? What is your bit, and it's like that would take my entire day to fill all that stuff.
Way too much work. Well, I have a planner that I bought for my son, while I was standing in the store saying, will you use this? Do you think you would use this? You don't seem to be writing down your homework anywhere. Can you use a planner? And, obviously to just shut me up, he said, yes, I will use it. And yeah, do you think that's ever been cracked open? No way. So if you want it, it's yours. And it's just the basic, 2-3 days on a page,
right?
Kind of, week at a glance or whatever. One of those.
Yeah, there was like 1 year of my life where I actually used one of those, and I used it really well. It was extremely useful, and since then I've never been able to reproduce that. But it sparked the hope in me that if I just found the right one, I would. It's nice to have something like to write down. Like when you're looking for a piece of scrap paper when you're on the phone or something like that. To write it down on that square of the calendar where you are now. Get your planner and write it down there. That was one thing I used it for that was really useful. So any planner I have has to have a square in which to write down miscellaneous stuff. So you can then find out when you made that phone call or when you got that phone call based on which square it's written on in the planner. Unless you run out of room and then you're doing it on the wrong square and then everything falls apart.
And it all goes to pieces.
That's right. So it needs a box for that miscellaneous stuff. It needs a box for like me to write down the thing that I want to explode over, but I'm trying really hard not to. So I need to be able to have room to write, I will not yell at my children. I will not yell at my children. I will not yell at my children. Maybe that would help. Maybe that would like let the steam out. Or I could throw it against the wall. That would be helpful also.
Back before I had kids, when they were a new thing, I did have a Palm Pilot. And I loved it. And I don't know. And that involved a lot of manually entering stuff in it. So, and I don't know. And it was way harder than it is now because you had to like pick out the little numbers and letters with the stylus on the tiny keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe it's because I didn't have children at the time that I
that's exactly
had time to do that.
Honestly, the reason my kids have got iPhones in the first place is because my son had a flip phone and I was the one who had to input things on it for him. And I just got so tired of, hitting keys 5 times to get the letter you want the number you want or whatever that I just said, forget this. Right. I'm just going to indulge my kids with expensive toys so that it will be easier for me.
Well,
fine.
This is the reason my daughter has a car, so I get it. I get it.
Yep. Well, we'll keep thinking of things we'd like in a planner, and if we come up with any perfect systems, we'll find a way to share them with you, our listeners. If you have some things you'd like to see in a planner, hit us up in the comments or on Twitter. But that will be it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.